Top stories from around the island. To the point. Without the fluff. Puerto Rico headline news. Please subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell notification.
Hello and welcome to Puerto Rico Headline News for April 2nd, 2020. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this content. So this is your latest COVID-19 update for Puerto Rico. Along with covering the numbers for today, there's an interesting article that the Puerto Rico Medical Task Force includes some information and answers the question, should you wear a mask when in public places? So we'll consider that article toward the end of this video. Here we see the latest breaking news from El Nuevo Dia for today, April 2nd, regarding the coronavirus. So let's go ahead and get into this article here. An 84-year-old man from the Mayagüez region is the most recent victim of the COVID-19 coronavirus in Puerto Rico. So the death rate has increased to 12, and this was reported by the Department of Health today. Likewise, the agency reported that the confirmed cases has increased to 316 after 30 more were added and reported today. Among these cases is that of a 4-year-old girl, resident of Trujillo Alto, who became the first child under 10 to test positive for the virus. So certainly some sad news there. The article continues to mention, however, the number of confirmed cases could be higher after the health spokesman Eric Perloni confirmed to El Nuevo Dia that there is no certainty that the 17 positive cases processed by the municipality of San Juan are included in the total number reported by the agency today. In other words, the testing that's being conducted in the municipality of San Juan, it's unknown if those have been included in the total number for today, 316, or if that number might increase. So it seems the municipality of San Juan still has some work to do with the Department of Health as far as communication and the reporting of their confirmed cases. So let's continue on here. We see this visual aid that's been provided by the Department of Health just to give us a better idea on the amount of confirmed cases on a day-by-day basis. So there we see the uptrend that we find ourselves in at the moment. Now the article continues to mention the man who died was reported to being held in a Mayagüez hospital after he arrived with symptoms and tested positive. Now subsequently his clinical assessment worsened and he died. The total number of tests carried out on the island now are up to 3,041, of which it looks like there's a mistype there, of which 1,604 have come back negative. Meanwhile, the government is still waiting on the test results of 1,119 tests. So it seems like these tests that we're waiting on seem to increase day by day. Last night, the Health Secretary Lorenzo Gonzalez anticipated that the Public Safety Laboratory, the Department of Health Laboratory, increased its capacity to process 360 tests daily. So up till now, they were only testing 100. So now it's increased to 360 that will be conducted every day. And that's just from the Department of Health. Epidemiological forecasts anticipate that Puerto Rico will go through the highest peak of contagion approximately for the first week of May, which means that the most critical moment of this pandemic on the island has not yet arrived. We once again ask citizens to cooperate and follow the instructions established by the executive order issued by Governor Juan, the official said in a press release. Now here's another graph that we become accustomed to seeing. And it shows us that the age group with the most reported cases is in the age group of 50 to 59 years old, followed by those in the 40 to 49 year old category. Now, according to the Department of Health, the municipality of San Juan continues to be the one with the most confirmed cases with 38 so far, followed by Guaynabo with 17 and Caguas with 16. However, the agency still does not have information on 136 cases and where they are from. And certainly a few days ago, the new Secretary of Health said he was working on this to make sure that we do get complete data on these confirmed cases. He's doing that very soon. Now, the article continues to mention, for his part, the director of the Coronavirus Medical Task Force, Dr. Segundo Rodriguez, maintained that the increase in cases is imminent, so citizens must continue to respect social distancing measures that are in place. It is time to stop underestimating this virus. Anyone who's healthy, as it may seem, could be infected and can infect you. Do not leave your home. It is vital that these measures of social isolation are taken very seriously, he pointed out. Like I mentioned at the beginning, I wanted to go over an article by El Vocero, and it asks the question, should you wear a mask if you're not sick with COVID-19? So here we have this article. I'll go ahead and get into it. If you are not sick with the new coronavirus, should you wear a mask in public? The answer: the Puerto Rico Medical Task Force COVID-19 recommends that the population consider using some type of nose and mouth cover when they leave their homes. These people who have approved masks can use them, taking into consideration their use and avoiding waste in the face of the existing shortage. The article continues to mention people who do not have commercial or approved face masks may consider making one out of fabric, cotton, polyester, nylon, which can be washable and reusable. Always bear in mind that continuous use for more than 2 hours is not recommended, and they should be used when leaving the home for an emergency or obviously to get any basic necessities like food and other emergency items. Now, while the Centers for Disease Control, CDC, and the World Health Organization, WHO, recommend the use of face masks for healthcare professionals who are caring for patients with infectious diseases, they can also be used in patients with respiratory conditions to prevent the spread of microbes. So far, neither organization has recommended the universal use of face masks in the general population in public places or in places outside the home where interaction between people can occur. So, although these two organizations have not recommended its use, the Puerto Rico Medical Task Force has. And there's plenty of videos online actually that can help you make your own mask and protect yourself. The article continues to say, but mask use has long been common in some countries during respiratory disease outbreaks, especially in parts of Asia. But as questions grew about whether people can spread the virus before knowing if they were infected, something that is supposed to address social distancing, a growing group of people wondered what harm it would do to wear some kind of mask in public. Physician Anthony Fauci, director of infectious diseases at the National Institutes of Health, said that the White House task force that is tackling the outbreak is examining the idea, but he must first ensure that such action does not take supplies away from health workers. So the White House has not yet endorsed this idea of everyone wearing a mask, but it seems like as soon as they have all the supplies necessary to take care of the health workers in the U.S., then they might make a recommendation for the general public to do so as well. This certainly can solve the problem as far as inventory of these supplies if we look to make our own. And like I mentioned, you can do a basic YouTube search for homemade masks, and you'll soon be able to find many videos to help you do that. So this is your update for today. Thanks for watching. This is Puerto Rico Headline News.